In the heart of bustling Kochi, where modern skyscrapers cast long shadows over ancient temples, technology has seamlessly woven itself into everyday life. But sometimes, the line between the digital and the supernatural can blur in the most horrifying ways. Chapter 1. The Mysterious App. Ria was a tech-savvy software developer who prided herself on staying ahead of the curve. One rainy evening, as she sipped her coffee and scrolled through her phone, she stumbled upon an app she had never seen before. Ethereal Messenger. It was new, with no reviews or ratings. Curiosity piqued, she decided to download it, intrigued by the promise of connecting with lost souls. Her friend, Aaron, was skeptical. "Ria, it's probably some gimmick or a scam. You shouldn't install it." But Ria was undeterred. She launched the app, which had a sleek interface, and asked her to create a profile. The app requested access to her contacts, which she granted without a second thought. Chapter 2. The First Message. The next day, Ria received a message from an unknown number through the app. The message read, "Help me." She was taken aback, but dismissed it as a prank or a malfunction. The app had a feature to delete messages, and she did so, thinking little of it. Later that evening, she received another message. This time, it was more chilling. "You have to help me, or she will come for you." The message included a picture of a young woman's face, her eyes wide with terror. Ria felt a shiver run down her spine but dismissed it as an elaborate hoax. Chapter 3. The Haunting Begins. That night, Ria's apartment was unusually cold. Her phone buzzed with a new message from the app. The message was a video, a shaky, grainy recording of a darkened room. In the corner of the room, a shadowy figure moved slowly, its features obscured. Ria's heart raced. She tried to delete the video, but the app refused to cooperate. Disturbed, Ria tried to sleep, but found herself unable to. The shadow from the video seemed to linger in her mind. She kept hearing strange noises, scratches at the door, whispers in the dark. Days passed, and the messages continued. Each one was more disturbing than the last. Pictures of her apartment with items displaced, messages predicting her movements, and increasingly frightening threats. Ria felt like she was being watched. Her friend Aaron finally convinced her to see a tech specialist to check if her phone was hacked. The specialist found nothing amiss, but he did note that the app was operating on a level beyond conventional technology, something that seemed almost supernatural. Chapter 5. The Revelation. One night, the app sent Ria a final, chilling message. "You're next." The next morning, Aaron was missing. Ria's frantic search led her to a deserted warehouse on the outskirts of the city. Inside, she found Aaron's phone lying on the ground. When she picked it up, the app was still open, displaying a message that read, "It's time for you to join us." As Ria turned around, she saw the shadowy figure from the video standing in the doorway. The figure advanced, and a cold, malevolent presence filled the room. Ria's breath came in ragged gasps as she tried to flee, but the figure was relentless. Chapter 6. The Final Confrontation. Ria's final attempt to escape led her to an old library where she hoped to find help. As she frantically searched through dusty tomes and ancient manuscripts, she discovered a forgotten legend about a cursed app that trapped souls and drew them into the digital realm, making them part of an eternal torment. She realized that the only way to escape was to confront the figure and break the curse. With trembling hands, she deleted the app, but the shadowy figure was already closing in on her. As she pressed the final button to remove the app from her phone, the figure reached out, its cold fingers grazing her arm. Epilogue: The Unseen Force. Ria's friends and family never saw her again. Her phone was found, still displaying the last message. "Welcome to the other side." The warehouse and library were abandoned, and rumors began to circulate about the haunted app that lured people to their doom. In the darkest corners of the digital world, some believe that the app still exists, waiting for its next victim. Those who hear about it are warned to avoid it at all costs, but curiosity is a powerful force, and sometimes curiosity leads to a fate worse than death. If you found this story unsettling, remember that some things are better left unexplored. And if you ever come across an app that promises to connect you with the unknown, consider it a sign to stay far, far away. Subscribe for more eerie tales and share this story with those who dare to listen.